let's talk about organization. Organizational alignment is the third driver. Unsurprisingly, human variables, the structure of the organization, management team, incentives, and culture all play a critical role in program success. There are three typical challenges to realizing value. The first challenge is the data side of CX has a fairly, troubled history in organizations. Human stories, anecdotes, carry far more psychological weight than statistics, as do our inbuilt or acquired biases. A history of bad legacy CX processes and incentive systems can actually make managers and other employees very wary. Responsive, evidence-driven organizations need quality data and compelling insights tailored to the needs of line management. The second challenge is more structural. Customer-driven growth solutions require enterprises to turn their attention away from what the company does to what the customer requires. It's an approach outside the traditional corporate processes the company has likely optimized based on functional management thinking from the last century. The solution is to build end-to-end customer viewpoint analytic models that put the holistic view of the customer journey into the hands of employees and leadership. Finally, corporate leadership has to rethink the financials of CX initiatives. This should start with a recognition that the sums of money in play are huge. Significant market share gain, profitability improvement, total cost to serve a customer, growth, or perhaps even just survival are the stakes. Getting to the right data, to the right insights, and to breakthrough execution is a small price to pay, but a survey program funding mentality won't get the job done. One of the characteristics of leading CX practitioners is that the distribution of initiative funding is shifted away from data collection and towards execution and organizational engagement, away from surveying customers and towards analytics, insights, and the implementation of improvement. Now, we're not naive enough to think these organizational transformations are simple, but we are convinced they're essential. When the business economic focus shifts from short-term financials to the management of customer lifetime value, the new organizational model may amount to a teardown of what has come before. So what is NPS outcome engineering? NPS outcome engineering is a new way to plan and execute customer experience initiatives. It takes the traditional survey-centric view of customer experience and inverts it with a value chain perspective, linking key operational process measures, performance measures, customer experience metrics, and financial outcomes. We started with a surprising assertion that most customer experience initiatives fail. Well, we stand by that, based on our data, not just our opinion. Which begs a simple question. When the stakes are so high for enterprise and its customers, can leadership ignore the odds and decline the challenge to rethink their approach? We know that failure is not inevitable and that best practices exist to minimize risk. The game changer has to be rethink the way organizations approach customer experience. The mindset of the traditional NPS approach goes like this. First, design surveys to capture data. Next, analyze this limited data using traditional research tools such as driver analysis. Finally, you present results. Closed loops may or may not get actioned. Beyond that, the effectiveness of the initiative is often exhausted as weaknesses in strategic alignment, quality of data, and team engagement become readily apparent. All the resources of the program often dissipate just trying to execute surveys, and the program has neither the focus nor the capabilities to go much further. NPS outcome engineering turns this process upside down using three key techniques. First, it's built on a new value chain architecture. This approach plans out the executional processes, data, and metrics that are necessary for success, but also links the business strategies and goals all the way through to innovations in process and customer interactions. As its name implies, it inverts CX thinking by challenging the organization to move from survey-first thinking to outcome-first. Second, we shift from survey NPS to the higher quality Spectrum NPS, and as a result, the entire value chain improves dramatically. The organization moves from data starvation to robust real-time insights. As companies build these new data assets, they're continuously developing clarity around the health of their business and their customers. Finally, NPS outcome engineering prescribes a highly programmatic approach to constructing customer experience initiatives, with a far more expansive view of organizational impact, data design, and operational integration. It ensures that program teams avoid the trap of becoming a data collection quagmire. The result shows in both the effectivity and the efficiency of the effort. The legacy of cumbersome traditional research methodologies has resulted in misallocation of resources, loss of focus, and neglect of the more impactful elements of customer experience. Leaders who see CX as a side project, disconnected from the strategic choices that shape the business, will be disappointed by the outcomes. Old-fashioned customer surveying, data design, and analytic approaches, well, they belong in the past. They provide dial-up quality data in a broadband, always-on world. NPS outcome engineering is the foremost opportunity to build more capable, insightful, and operational customer experience programs. This is the future of NPS.